Hi guys, Goose here. We're going to be playing a pentatonic scale on the Coodercaster. I'm going to show you how to do that. Actually, the blues scale and the pentatonic scale, we're going to look at that. And we're going to play this in the key of A. I'm in the key of D, so D, A, D, F sharp, A, D, okay, which is the famous Coodercaster D major tuning that we use, slide guitar, delta tuning, whatever you want to call it. And so that's what we're using today. So just check out the scale. So, and we can use that with an A7. So that's basically how we're, so let me just turn off my phone here, sorry about this guys. What's going on here? There we go. So that's basically how we use it. We can play an A7 chord, and then we can play that. So I'm going to take off the vibrato. We're going to play without the slide just so I can show you this. So if I just play that at the 7th fret here, hold my finger down on all the strings. So remember D, A, D, F sharp, A, D, and I'm going to be calling these string names out. I'm not going to say E, A, D, G, B, E because that's not what they are. The D, A, D, F sharp, A, D. I'm going to put my finger like that, and then I've got all the strings. Now it's worth pointing out that that is an A. That's an A. That's an A. We've got 3 A's there. We can play an A7 just simply by putting our little finger on the 10th fret on the A string here. Okay, so not the D but the A string. Can you see that? There you go. Now, if you want to get play because an A7 has a dominant 7th, okay, which is a G. So you can play a G there, obviously, and then you know you can't hold the bar down if you've got to get a G there, but you can do this shape here. Okay, it's like a second finger on the D string. Where are we? First finger on the D string, 5th fret, and then we've got the F sharp string here on the 7th fret, and the A string with the pinky on the 7th fret. Hope that all makes sense. That's also an A dominant chord, A7 chord, or that one. So the basic pentatonic shape, which is 5 notes in the key of A, which is going to be minor pentatonic. Remember, there's a major pentatonic and a minor pentatonic. The A minor pentatonic is A, C, D, E, G. So we've got to find those notes. So we could do it this way. We could do it. We could go A, C. No, that's not an E string. Remember, so this is why I'm up here. This is a tune to a D. So we're going to go A, C. Then we can come back down to the 5th fret here on the A string. We've got a D there. We've got an E. We've got a G there. We've got an octave, and we can continue up to this next octave. So we can go A. We've got a C there. D. E. G. A. To C. Okay, let me just play that to you again. So that would be one way. Let me just put it on the neck pickup. That would be one way of playing the A minor pentatonic in D tuning. Now, and maybe some people do it that way. I don't really like to do it that way. I prefer to do it this way. It's up to you if you want to do it my way, but this is how I do it. So generally I play the root note here, the A, with my 4th finger, okay? We're on the 7th fret on the D string, okay? D, A, D, F sharp, A, D, in case you've forgotten. So I'm going to go here. Now I'm going to go to my 3rd fret and pick up that C there, okay? So instead of coming up here or doing that, I'm actually just using that finger there Yeah, to my C, which is on my A string. I'm going to move my first finger down to the 5th fret. So I'm not going to go like that. I'm going to go, and I've got my E note here, which is on the A string 7th fret. Okay, let me just show you that again. Now I'm going to do on the D string. I'm going to do the G and the A note on the 5th and 7th fret respectively. And this is a lot of my patterns only use, probably everyone else's, I only use one note on the G, on the F sharp string, okay? The A, D, F sharp, A, D. On the F sharp string, I only use one note, okay? Normally, sometimes it's different, but in this case. So I'm going to play my C note here on the 6th fret on the F sharp string, okay? Just let's run these notes again. We've got A, C, D, E, G, A, that's one octave. Second finger on that C note, which is an F sharp string, 6th fret. If you're following, great guys, keep at it. G, this note here is a D, sorry, D. So we've gone C, D, E, G, A, okay, which is on the 5th and 7th fret on the A and D strings. Okay, remember that these two strings here, your A and your D, are pretty much the same as on a normal guitar. So all your licks, are going to work. Okay, remember that, guys. Little tip. Right, so let's just run this scale then. This is the A minor pentatonic scale. Now that's a lot easier than doing this. You're going all over the place. This is more gentlemanly. Okay, right, so what you can do now, you can play the blues scale. We're going to put an extra note in, which is an E flat. We're going to put the E flat in, and we've got a 2-octave scale, so we need to find 2 E flats, okay? So let's check this out. We're going to go here, A, C, D, D sharp, E flat, same note, to E. So I'm going to use my 1st, 2nd, 3rd finger, A string, 5th, 6th, 7th fret, 5th, 7th, still one finger on the F sharp string on the 6th fret, and now I'm going to do the same here, because remember, these two strings are the same. A lot of the time it's doubling up. So I'm going to do the same thing here as I did here. I'm going to hit the D, D sharp or E flat, I would say E flat, to an E. Okay, so this is the blues scale. Okay, you can use your 3rd or 4th finger. I tend to use my 4th finger when I'm going up the scale. Okay, so that is your A minor pentatonic and your A blues scale. And obviously, guys, you can also practice that with your slide. Practice that with your slide, practice it with your fingers, and you can also play that A7. What's nice is to play. You can play your licks, whatever you want to do, and you've got a chord there as well, a blues chord, dominant 7 chord, to make it sound cool. Okay. In the next lesson, we're going to extend that, and we're going to play the other chords in the 12-bar blues, and we're going to hit some arpeggios as well to make it. So you'll be able to play a proper blues using DADF sharp, a D tuning, otherwise known as D major tuning, otherwise known as the Delta blues tuning. Yeah. When people say Espanol tuning or Spanish tuning, generally they mean the G tuning, which is D, G, D, G, G, B, D, and we'll look at that one. We'll look at that actually. Well, Espanol is actually another tuning, but Spanish is said to be, sometimes people call it Spanish or G tuning, and we can look at that one as well. It's great little tuning for Rolling Stones and Little Red Rooster, all those sort of tunes, you know. But hopefully this has helped you guys. Let me know anything else you want to learn. But we're going to continue our lessons from this. I'm going to teach you how to play blues and other styles in D major tuning. So God bless. Take care.